It, happened again, Snake.
Eh?
Zadornov? What's he got, an escape fetish?
He clearly has friends on the inside, but we've got no way of knowing who.
Persistent bastard, I'll give him that. Where is he this time?
That's the thing. He must have found and gotten rid of the transmitter.
Oh, they did have a transmitter on
We've got
him.
no idea where he is. Snake, think you can find him?
We can't just let him run around. Makes us look bad.
I'll say. Since we can't locate him, I'm afraid I can't add a new mission. You know what to do, Snake.
Look in other areas? No, I don't know what to do. Shit.
Welcome to the shooting range. Just the place for a little target practice, huh? When you're done, head over to the exit.
Hey! There you are! Zadornov, you thought you were slick by hiding way the hell over here, but I have the internet to tell me exactly where you are. So that's useful.
Big boss!
Finally, an in-game cutscene? Whoa! You suck.
My work is done. What are you talking about? V for victory! Rocket! Peace!
Whoa, shit! He had a rocket hand? That's actually kind of cool.
I found Zadornov. I had to kill him.
Huh. So much for a fugitive.
Something's not right here. I'm thinking he had a friend.
Someone inside MSF. Huh?
What's going on?
It's Zeke. It's moving.
Huh?
There's somebody inside. I can see them.
Someone's stealing my Metal Gear!
Get up here! Pronto!
You son of a bitch! Someone's stealing my Metal Gear! I know I didn't put a lot of work into it, but that doesn't mean you had to steal it! Oh no.
Took you long enough, big boss.
Pass?
Boss. Get down from there before you hurt somebody.
Maybe I want to hurt somebody.
What's going on? She's not herself.
Oh, I am myself, all right. My true self.
Metal Gear Zeke, general purpose bipedal war machine? Rad. Get.
Kaz, shut that thing down.
I can't! The controls aren't responding!
Then how's it moving?
I made some modifications. This machine was meant to have a human pilot.
Modifications? Paz, what are you...
Never thought I'd be into machines, huh?
Then Zadornov's escape was a diversion.
Paz, what are you doing?
I'm taking it back.
Taking it back? Where?
To our leaders. To Cipher.
Cipher?
Okay,
This
fan
weapon is
service.
Cipher's creation.
Paz, get down from there.
Do not call me that. I am Pacific Ocean.
You're named after Pacific Ocean? That's worse than Paz.
My name, my age, my mission.
Cipher gave them all to me. My entire life has but one purpose. To carry out Cipher's plan. The nasty tobacco. The angel of peace crap. The whole teen with a dream routine. I am through with all of it.
Paz, you
I
can't.
told you not to call me that. It makes me want to puke. Everything is gone exactly as we planned. Now the
Real Peace Walker project is finally about to reach its goal.
Real Peace Walker project?
Real project.
She used the MSF to construct a Metal Gear?
Once upon a time, there were two young men who idolized a hero called the Boss. One day, they suddenly lost the point of origin. This Cipher, that was like a mother to them. Unable to come to terms with their sorrow, they each decided to carry on the will of their hero. But they could not agree on what that meant. In the end, they became bitter enemies, and the Zero from which they both started was split into two. And you have been on the wrong path ever since. There is no happily ever after waiting for you in the end, unless you obey the will of Cipher. Where does an army without borders call home? A state without borders, of course. A world without borders.
A world without borders.
The Cold War order is about to collapse. The age of electronic intelligence is about to begin. The NSA, CSS, NRO, DIA, etc., etc. The intelligence community that is long bickered amongst itself will be united in a world governed by electrons. Cipher will gather all information, watching over the world and guiding the will of its people, all while they remain blissfully unaware.
Sounds like
There will be
GW.
no one to oppose them. For the first time, the world will be ruled by a single will. Until the new order is in place, you and your army will be the force that protects it. You will be Cipher's deterrent, pulling the wool over the eyes of the old order with your charisma and military prowess. Accept our offer, and we will allow you to retain control of MSF and Zeke.
That's an offer.
The boss threw down her gun, and with it, her life's calling. You, her disciple, have never been able to do that. You are too afraid to let go.
I was made to fight. I am a gun.
Is that so? Then what do you call this? Is it a gun too? You are a lousy liar. Admit it. This thing is a monstrosity, a product of your own fear. But not Cipher. Cipher thought of something different. Cipher's going to control guns.
Control guns.
Okay,
That's right.
JD.
Not deter, control. It is the ultimate approach to the illusion of peace.
Control power. You're gonna be disappointed.
Then we are done. Thank you for playing. Better luck next time. The offer
Is rescinded. And now the ultimatum. Zeke is already in nuclear strike mode.
What? Shit!
I'm taking the weapon you built and using it to launch a nuclear strike on the east coast of the United States.
You're insane. What are you after?
But wait, here is your consolation prize. We are about to show the world just how dangerous a gang of outlaws, an army without borders, can be. You and your men will become pariahs, and you will be wiped off the face of the earth. Rather than heroes, you will be seen as a well-armed extremist cult prone to indiscriminate outbursts of nuclear aggression.
you will give rise to a new world order, an age of deterrence defined by its fear of extremist cult influence. Do you like the picture I am painting, Big Boss?
Not
When all
really!
is said and done, peace is nothing but a fantasy. A game is a game. You either win or you lose. All you can do is fight. Stop me if you can. The peace sign is the V of victory. Say, peace.
I am so really confused. I mean, it's like you want to die. You saw me take on Peace Walker. And you're going to take me out with Zeke?
She's gonna launch a nuke. Snake, we've got to stop her. Whatever it takes. Awaiting your orders.
Stop me if you can.
Well, first I have to equip myself for battle. And then I'll do exactly that. Fucking really? Oh, I'm Paz. I was actually a Cipher agent the entire time. I don't even know what a Cipher is, but Cipher's gonna rule the world and she's gonna control the guns. Oop-a-doo. She took my fucking mech. For that, she's gonna die. I like that there's not even like a briefing thing. No one's gonna talk to us about it? Okay, alright. Then I wait for Ranzik.
Combat.
So, I'm just gonna assume that we shoot rockets. Rockets. And yeah, more rockets. Let's go, Ranzik. We got a lot of rockets to shoot, just like at Peace Walker. But at least it'll be a little bit smaller. Though I guess that means it'll be a little bit faster, too. The greatest thing about Peace Walker was that it was kind of slow most of the time.
She's gonna launch a nuke. Snake, we've got to stop her. Whatever it takes. Awaiting your orders.
My orders are to blow up Metal Gear Zeke. And then rebuild it, probably. It's a good thing we didn't put a lot of time building this up. Maybe it'll be slightly weaker because of it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? What the fuck is this music?
Before she can launch that nuke.
Yeah, I get it, but that doesn't mean you have to play random Japanese music?
Activated the hatches on Monday. You can use them as cover so long as they're open.
Right, I'm just gonna shoot rockets at the damn thing. I don't think so, Pacific Ocean. What a shitty name is that? Anyone with a crappy, unoriginal name like that deserves to get fucking blown up. That's even worse than Big Boss. At least Big Boss is intimidating, like, oh shit, he's big and he's a boss. What do you have? Oh, I'm an ocean. Whoa.
Other base's gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
All right, let's go. She moved.
Request acknowledged. Need you to tag the target directly. First, make sure you're safe by pressing up against the...
She slid me into me. I would need to use my curry. No, you won't.
First, make sure you're safe.
Aha!
By pressing up against the button to locate the...
I'm stronger than you could ever imagine. Ranzik, shoot her ass.
We're aborting the strike for now. Transport catapults ready to launch. Wait for it to reload.
Jesus Christ! I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Alright, we'll press the button again. Strike.
Strike request acknowledged. Need you to tag the target directly. First, make sure you're safe by pressing up against the wall.
Go!
Target confirmed. Commence attack.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is awesome! I love using the base for our own advantage. God, I feel like I'm at the end of a fucking anime. What are you doing? Wait, don't squash the guns! We need those to blow you up!
On the gun platform. Now's your chance to attack. Wait for it to reload.
No, I have a lot of people to blame. Mostly you. Really? You're gonna steal our fucking mech? So is that what we've been shooting at people in the honor ops? Boy.
Panel is on the edge of the deck. Rocket launcher's reloaded. Let him have it.
Alright.
Rocket launcher ready to fire. Supplies are loaded in the transport. Locked on target. Fire!
Fire!
Tag the target first. Press up against the wall.
Shit, it didn't do that much damage. It got away this time.
The attack button.
Ooh, Ranzik! She closed the gap! Oh no. Let's see if you enjoy chaff grenades! Trying to blow you up!
They will gauge your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Oh, I still have Carl Gustav ammo. Whoops. It makes me sad to blow up my own giant mech, but hey, I didn't use it that much anyways. No, damn you! You know what I do need right now? I need victory. Yeah. Oh no, she's shooting at me in my metal cover. Ha! Oh boy! Who said we should put like skidding treads on the fucking giant robot? I didn't, that's for sure. I said put legs on it. Let it walk.
Transport catapult ready to launch.
Damn it, she's moving too fast. Radzik, block it! Nah, it's not a block. You can do it, Radzik! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! I think it's time we shot Pacific Ocean into the Pacific Ocean. I mean, if she seems so enthusiastic about being submerged in water.
It is no use. Zeke is out of my control. This is where it ends. Listen to me, Big Boss. As long as your army is needed, the world will never know true peace.
The peace you will know will be fleeting, elusive. They will use you, disgrace you, and then finally discard you like they would a cancer to society. This is the path you have chosen.
And down she goes.
Pass.
Will we have any explanations as to what the hell just happened? Besides the betrayal and using my own mech against me, only to fail because there's 2 snakes on this platform.
Who would have thought that little girl was working against us?
Tell me about it. She had everybody fooled, me included. Can't believe I didn't pick up on anything.
Snake, there's no point in beating yourself up over the past.
Says Huey.
But hey, maybe you should put in some practice against Zeke in case this sort of thing ever happens again. In any case, I need to go talk to Dr. Strangelove. Zeke still isn't ready.
Huey!
Huey! What the hell do you mean Zeke still isn't ready? Is it because it was easily sabotaged? Oh! She's making a real AI pod.
How's it going? How's Zeke look?
The attitude control AI had a backup, so it should be able to walk.
Really? Well, that's good.
Beyond that, it's up to the creator. Stop! Don't come any closer, Doctor.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you despise me?
Doctor, are you asking me out?
No, not at all.
No? Pity. Because I've just had my heart broken by someone else.
What?
I only like those who can stand on their own. If you fancy me, then come walk with me. Who knows what miracles might happen. Love is blind after all. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
That's a turnaround. Holy shit. Does that imply that Strangelove could be Otacon's mother? Because that'd be really amusing.
Snake!
Hi. And if you think about it, Strangelove has like an obsession with science fiction stuff, including 2001: A Space Odyssey. So it would make sense for her son to be named after someone from that. Hey, Miller has an in-game model too. He fucking kept the hand.
That name Paz mentioned at the end, Cipher, it's a code. It means empty. It also means...
0.
A world of electronic intelligence, built on codes. And at the center of it all, a 0.
Cause...
Look, boss. I owe you an apology. Hear me out, okay?
Sure.
I, knew Paz and the Professor. I knew who they really were all along.
Cause...
I used them.
I suppose you were the one that brought them to Columbia in the first place, huh?
Guilty as charged. Paz wasn't just CIA, you know. She was working for the KGB, too. And for this Cipher group. In other words, she was a triple agent.
You knew all of this?
Wait, let me finish. Listen, MSF never would have gotten this big if it weren't for them. This mercenary business we built. Someday it's gonna be a new driving force in the world economy.
Is that your goal all along?
The Cold War is not gonna last forever. Sooner or later it's gonna give way to an era of regional conflicts and terrorism. A paradigm shift from counter-communism to counter-terrorism. In the new age, armies won't be tied to states, and war will become a business.
How the fuck do you know all this?
There'll be clients all over the world who need our services. MSF is only the beginning. What we're creating here is a revolution in itself. Am I right?
Cuz, it's not going to be that easy.
What do you mean?
This whole Peace Walker thing has left our mark on the history of the Old Order. We've put ourselves on the radar of intelligence agencies and governments east and west. The whole world probably knows about us now.
Including that Cipher outfit.
We've let ourselves interfere with the times, with the Cold War system of deterrence. We're an army without a flag. We weren't supposed to take sides in international affairs, but we did.
I see your point. So what happens to us now?
We'll be hunted.
Not everybody's gonna be happy with us, huh?
You're damn right. We upset the global military balance of power.
And these people would rather our army without borders not exist at all?
They're gonna come knocking real soon. There's no turning back now. We're a wrench in the old system of deterrence. As long as the times refuse to change, we're gonna make a hell of a racket.
Then who are we gonna fight?
The establishment. Anybody who tries to restore the old balance wants to snuff us out of existence.
Which establishment?
It won't be a particular country or ideology that hunts us.
Who then?
We're gonna be fighting the biggest beast of all. The times. 10 years ago, the Times rejected the boss and killed her. And now, we're the ones being tested. Will the Times erase us? Or work with us? It's gonna be a lonely battle. No good or evil. No winners or losers. Business will have to wait. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, can we survive long enough to see the 21st century?
I'm with you, boss. We'll see how it turns out together.
The Times are so against us, the cigar wasn't even on the right side of our hand at first.
The hunt is on, Kaz. And the whole world's on our tail. Assemble the men.
November 24th, 1974, wait, we're doing this again? But this time it'll probably show a little bit extra, maybe. Mrs. collaborated with the CIA, Kojima campaigns, the first peaceful joint activity in space. Soviet Union invades Afghanistan. Here he becomes a father. His son, Hal. The United States nations establishes a University for Peace in Costa Rica. Big Boss triggers the Outer Haven uprising. There you go. "2005, Miller is found assassinated in his home by an unknown assailant." Why'd they have to remind us? I mean, I know I said it earlier that Miller, you know, he's dead by the time Metal Gear Solid 1 happens, but damn it, you didn't have to tell me. Oh, God. Okay. Good game. GG. Alright, that was the real ending of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, I believe. It's interesting how they're taking this and trying to, like, close all the gaps. I mean, I guess it's all they can really work with in the Metal Gear Solid name as a franchise, because it's like, oh, well, we already ended Solid Snake's story, so maybe it's time to jump to Naked Snake, who we already established in Metal Gear Solid 3, and as Big Boss and all this stuff. So it's like, alright, so we're seeing how they're retconning and refining Big Boss as this character who's not really like a bad guy, even though he was kind of a bad guy in the original Metal Gear games. But it'll be interesting to see how things end up, especially in Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, which I don't really know much about, but obviously, I believe Ground Zeroes takes place about a year after Peace Walker, so it's not like there's gonna be like a massive shift. We're not gonna jump 20 years in the future or some shit, at least not to my knowledge, but okay, that was interesting. Obviously, there's probably gonna be an after credits thing, but how do I feel about the rest of the game after the original credits? I'm a little irritated at the last bit. It was kind of, I feel like, really unnecessary for them to make me search for Zadornov 7 times. 6 missions, and then once in, like, a mission that's completely random. Like, how did people find out about that the first time? What clues were there that he would be hiding in one of the fucking... in the first extra ops thing, the very first one? What clues were there? I don't know. I had to be told that. But I guess maybe there would have been, like, some clues as you go out throughout the levels. But yeah, no, like, I guess the way I handled it, I wanted to get the real ending after the ending we already had. I didn't really want to treat it like an after game session, so I didn't really take a lot of time to go, alright, we got a whole bunch of side missions available. It was more of, I just want to do the main story. Let me get back to the main story. And it just wouldn't let me do it. It's just like, nope, you gotta play some side missions. And when you're forced to play side missions to unlock, like, real missions, especially after you've already gone through a credit sequence once, it's a little kind of irritating, especially when it's not really explained too well how this ends up happening. Especially, or rather, when I say how it ends up happening, I mean why the developers made you do it. Like, was it really necessary to make a search room 7 times? Like, the plot twist with Paz wasn't reinforced by making us focus on Zadornov 7 times. They could have done it 3 times, or 4 times, and that would have been okay. But 7 times? Come on. Now you're just extending the life of the game artificially, and I don't like artificial improvements, or rather artificial lengthening of games. Speaking of artificial lengthening, I think the rehashed boss fights, I feel like most of them are just kind of longer. They don't really, they're not extensively harder. They don't have like a lot of new traits. They're just longer. They have more troops before you can capture the captain guy. They have more health before they get knocked down, stuff like that. I mean, now obviously I haven't experienced all of the content, so maybe some of the missions do like extensively change, but most of the fights are just the same thing over and over and over again. I think that's kind of the problem. But at least the Monster Hunter content, the Easter egg Monster Hunter content was kind of interesting, although that kind of suffered the same thing of, alright, you can fight it in the day, or you can fight it in twilight. You can fight the next one in day, or you can fight it in twilight. You can fight Gear Rex, day, twilight. It's like, I fought it. I fought all these things so many times, blah. But, at least, I think, at the very least, the game's story and everything else kind of holds up very well. It sets up the boss as this character, and it really, I think the first ending definitely nailed home a lot more than the second ending. The second ending was like, so, Paz, Cipher, Major Zero, what, okay. But the first ending definitely, like, set the mood of, boss and the MSF are gonna rock some shit. Ubisoft Assassin's Creed 2 staff, I guess that's something that'd be around. But, okay, alright. So that was Peace Walker. That was fun. That was like 25 to 30 hours of gameplay. Obviously sufficiently more than the other Metal Gears. Even Metal Gear Solid 4, with all of its massive amount of cutscenes, just didn't have as much base gameplay as Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So I'm interested to see what happens with Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, considering they're going to be, you know, these open world games where you have to choose what you can do, and there's going to be obviously a lot more things expanded upon. It'll be nice. Plot twist time?
We will forsake our countries. We will leave our motherlands behind us and become one with this earth. We have no nation, no philosophy, no ideology. We go where we're needed, fighting not for country, not for government, but for ourselves. We need no reason to fight. We fight because we are needed. We will be the deterrent for those with no other recourse. We are soldiers without borders, our purpose defined by the era we live in. We will sometimes have to sell ourselves and services. If the times demand it, we'll be revolutionaries, criminals, terrorists, and yes, we may all be headed straight to hell. But what better place for us than this? It is our only home, our heaven, and our hell. This is outer heaven.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker! Wah! Okay, alright, there you go. There's the more reinforcements. That is also a secondary follow-up of Big Boss transforming into the character that he became. Because something that Metal Gear Solid 3 did was, it's like, hey, look at Naked Snake! Look at him, he's a more likable character than Solid Snake. And you're like, how does this guy go to Big Boss? You know? Even the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4, the after credits didn't even really didn't really go and say and like dismiss what Big Boss had done. I mean, he takes kids and recruits them into war and all this stuff, and so it's just like, oh wow. Now we can really start to see the persona Big Boss happen. And then it's interesting that David Hayter isn't going to be the voice actor for Big Boss in the next game. It's going to be something completely different. I think that will show a little bit more of like Big Boss's change as a character, actually. So yeah, that's nice. All right. So what is available in here before we kind of end off? Let's see, eliminate enemy soldiers, AI Team Stalker 2. Perfect stealth. Sneak through the supply facility at Puerto de Alba, reach the goal without being seen or killing. That's easy. We have more fights. These ones are custom, which means they're probably gonna be even harder and longer. And look at this one, AI battle. Pupa custom. Zeke mock battle. And then is there a new thing for this? Yeah, Gear Rex strikes back and it fights you at Mother Base. So many little side things. Interesting. And obviously the main ops are completely done. So now you're just completely left up to your own devices to do extra ops and to earn many things, and that's kind of cool. But we are done. We are done with Peace Walker. We have finished Peace Walker. We went through the entirety of the story, and while it'd be interesting to go through all of these, at the very least, at this time, I do not have a lot of time to do that because now I have to prepare for the other games that are coming out this month. March is going to be a very busy month